Shopify has just released a powerful reporting update. You can now build reports using Metafields. Products, variants, customers, and even order metafields. Which means if you've been using metafields for things like ingredients, gender, materials, VIP customers, you can now report on this data. So let me show you why this is such a great addition and a few practical ways you can use it on your store. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is make sure we've got Metafield set up. So let me just show you what I've got on my dev store. If I click into a product and then scroll to the bottom, you'll see I've got these product metafields. So I've currently got material and delivery. So for today, I'm just going to focus on this material metafield. If you don't have Metafield set up yet, this is where you need to go. Click into content, which takes you to this meta object screen. And at the top right, we'll click on manage. Or another way of getting there is clicking on settings, metafield and meta objects. And we can create metafield definitions for each one of these. So let's click into products. And here's the material metafield that we just saw. So let me click into it. And I've currently got this as a choice list. So you can see that I've popped in these materials. And if I wanted to add a new material, just click on the add item and then save. And then at the bottom, you can see I've toggled on all of these options. So by having these on, it allows me to do multiple things. First of all, I can create a new collection based on this metafield, and I can also use it as a back office filter. So for example, I've got a list of all the products in my back office, and I want to filter by all the products that are made of wood. But the key one to focus on here today is this new use in analytics. So you want to make sure that that is toggled on. So once you've got your metafield, you've got these toggled on, now we can start building some reports. If you've just created your first metafield, then you need to go through your products, collections, customers, wherever it is you've just created the metafield and populate all the data. Now you can do this on bulk using the bulk editor, or you can export and then import via CSV. But I'm going to assume that you've got your metafields set up and it is assigned across all your products, collections, customers, orders, etc. A quick side note, if you've ever found yourself thinking, I just want to ask one question about my website, but I don't want to sign a £4,000 a month retainer for the next 12 months. Well, that's exactly why I built the Shopify eCommunity. It's £8 a month, no contracts, and just support when you need it. Inside, there's a private community chat where I'm active and you can ask me any question about your store, whether it's CRO, SEO, analytics, emails, apps to try, whatever it is you're working on, and get clear, practical feedback. You'll also have access to in-depth insights and templates. Plus, you'll also be learning from the other Shopify members within the community. See the questions that they're asking, the challenges they're facing, and how I'm helping them too. So you won't be figuring this out alone. And think of it like this, one good answer could easily pay for the year. If that sounds helpful, then there's a link in the description below, or you can go straight to ecommunity.lrdigital.uk. So we'll head back to the main screen, and now we're going to click into analytics, and then at the top right, new exploration. Then I'm going to click on the right hand side on metrics, and let's say I want to look at the total gross sales. So we'll search gross. For the dimensions, I want to add two things. First of all is a date, so I can see what it looks like over time. Maybe I want to do a line graph and see sales by week or month. And the next thing is obviously our material metafield. So let's pop them in. So firstly, we'll scroll to the bottom, go to time, and then month, and then click back. And then for the product metafield, we want to go to products, scroll right to the bottom, and then there's this new area metafields. Select material and then hit apply. Now I'm currently only on my dev store, so there's no orders, but I'll pop some screenshots up of some examples of what this could look like, whether it's a bar chart, a line graph, pie chart. The great thing here is you can now completely customize and build reports however you like on whichever metafields you've got available. So from a conversion rate optimization point of view, this is great because we can now test and analyze and ask questions like, do products with a certain ingredient or material sell better? How do sales perform on gender or season? Or even, how does the AOV differ between VIP customers and non-VIP customers over the last 3 months? This turns metafields from a nice to have into strategic levers. The key thing to remember here is obviously you need to have your metafield set up and assigned across your products, customers, etc. And secondly is to have that toggle switch turned on for each metafield that you want to use in analytics. So this is one of those updates that might sound small, but it changes how you think about your store's data. And if you're not using Metafields yet, now is the time to start. If you found this helpful, please hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.